Servus and welcome. I'm Vera at Spilled Coffee Crafts, and this is day 14 of my series Essence of Time, where I explore what you can do and create with only 10 minutes of crafting time per day for 100 days. And today we are doing something completely different. You see, I put my signature away. There is completely different stuff on my desk. I wanted to show you or bring you along today when I'm harvesting letters. I have my signature, of course, at arm's length. By now you're familiar with the cover of the signature, and we use these letters here, which came out from a sticker book. But I think I also showed you that I also harvest letters from magazines and newspapers and advertising, and wherever I see ones that grab my attention, let's call it like this. And I think today we are talking, or I want to tell you, I will cut letters and I tell you why I selected them. I already harvested them from different newspapers, magazines, whatever. When I go through them and I see interesting letters, and usually I don't care for the words as a total because, German. I'm living in Austria, so of course every correspondence and everything is in German. And I like to do my journals and crafting in general in English. That's why I'm now speaking English. So I usually don't care for the words, for complete words. There is the occasional one, or I have an English magazine where I will cut out complete words, and I have them in a different storage system. And now I have the problem. I don't know the alphabet. Oh, of course I do, but I'm always struggling with finding the correct spots in my boxes. So, G, of course. So, usually it's harvesting letters for me, and I wanted to show you what I'm looking for when I harvest letters and how I'm doing it. So this is one of a good example, and I'm very happy if I find something like this. So let me just check if you can see what I'm doing. Yes. So because this is a fun font, like handwriting or something like this, and that's not seen so often. So I'm very happy if I find something like this. And because usually when I find something that is like handwritten, then it's really tied together and really also like handwritten, so tied together. And then you can't harvest single letters. But in this case, the font is like this, and I don't have any clue about something is wrong here. Because this is U and this is an R, and R's should be here. So I'm sorry guys, so completely distracted. Now I'm not longer sure if this was a good idea. And why is this G where the F should go? out of order. Oh no, I don't start. Because I mixed them up a few days or maybe 2 weeks ago in a video where I showed them and used them, and then I turned them completely over, and oh gosh, now I'm with an E, they are completely mixed up. So, and this is our 3 boxes with alphabet, and I'm sorting them in as I cut them out. This is another G. So this is one good example. So if I find a font like this, I don't care for the color. With the just standard fonts of newspapers and everything, everything that's just black on white, I usually let go. I can find them at any time in any book, in any newspaper. I don't care for them. But if I can find something in a nice color or in an unusual color or in an unusual font, then I will cut it out. And then I have a pile of things, and then once I have a few, then I'm really harvesting them and sorting them in my boxes. This is a good example. These are English words, Saturday Night Fever, and I could save this as a word and use in a collage, or I can harvest the single letters. I'm not sure about this, so I will leave this aside, because Saturday Night Fever is a good word, also a good phrase. I think I will keep this as it is, because at the moment I have more than enough German words that I can cut apart. This is this old German font that was used here for a medieval festival, and it's far enough apart that I can cut them apart. And my goal usually is that I want to cut them in a straight line. It's not quite possible here, as you see, but for most cases I can. And when I cut them, usually I don't cut them out from the newspaper, I rip them out, just tear them by hand or with a ruler. And when I'm cutting them apart, I don't care how much is still on the at the top and at the bottom, because I can adjust this easily whenever I use this, but I can't give anything to it when I think I would love to have more space for. You see this X, for example, there is quite a lot of room at the top and then the bottom, and I just leave it like this. In this case, I'm cutting off this because this is a picture or a part of a picture. And usually this is also more or less the tiniest font I will use or cut out. Everything that is much smaller than this is easy to lose, but also easy to find. So I'm looking for bigger letters here. And you see I now stopped sorting them into the box. I can do this when our 10 minutes are over. So, because I just want to give you a general idea. Usually I would go over my box and cut the E and let it drop in there. So then, and if there are double letters like this, I like to leave them together, because if I want to use it, oh, it was the right box. If I want to use it and only a single one, I can still cut them apart. But if I need a double letter, then it's nice to have them already like this. So that's that. What would we have again? Again, this is very old form, and we are already 10 minutes. Gosh, time is flying when you're having fun, right? So I'm sorry guys, this is not the absolute thrilling content today, but this is also part of this whole exploring what can you do with 10 minutes, because in 10 minutes you can harvest quite a lot of letters. Yes, you can. So because I'm ripping them out as I find them and then put on my pile, I wouldn't count this as crafting time, because as I'm reading it, I'm pulling them out, because usually this is not from any magazines that someone else would read, or that are really magazines that I would want to keep. So let me see, is there anything interesting? Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the handwriting, and this is pulled together. But in this case, there is enough space that we can cut this apart. So yeah, I think as our time is already up, I will leave you with this last few letters that I'm cutting apart. And we'll close. Yeah, we'll say my goodbye for today. And give me 1 second. So, see you tomorrow. Bye.